Being good at sales is something that can be learned. It is a skill that with practice, it can be improved. So today I'm going to be breaking down some ways that you can improve your sales skills. If we've not met already, hi, my name is Carys and I create content on all things real estate, social media, and self-development. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss a video with me. All right, if you want to learn a couple of ways that you can improve your sales skills, just keep on watching. All right, so I know I have a lot of real estate agents who do watch this channel. However, this video is actually going to be more general sales skills, so it could pertain to other industries. I was actually one of the top sales managers in a company before I got into real estate, so I know a thing or two about sales and closing. And the important thing to remember is that people move away from pain and towards pleasure. So when you are speaking to a customer, a lead, whoever it is, a person, when you're talking to a human being, you want to figure out what their pain points are. So this is where you want to be in your gathering data stage. You want to be asking questions, and then you're able to figure out what problems it is that they are having. This is then how you're going to be able to move them towards pleasure and solving their problem. So the first thing I want to talk about is communication. Communication is one of the most important skills that you can learn, I think personally in general, but especially when you're in business. People like to buy, they do not like to be sold. So one of the things that I have experienced over my many years in sales, whether it be in real estate or the other companies, is that people become too salesy, they become too pushy, and that's what turns people off. Now, the thing with communication is a lot of it is non-verbal. So only a small piece of communication is actually the words that you were saying. The other parts of it is your tone and your body language, your posture, how you are delivering yourself in front of that person. So when it comes to practicing your communication skills to help you with sales, you need to make sure it's not just you thinking about script. It needs to be you thinking about how you present yourself, how your tone is, mirror and matching. So when you're speaking to someone who is a lot more of like a lower frequency person, who's quieter, you're not gonna come in as a bull in a china shop, start real, high energy and talking really loudly. They're gonna be like, whoa, 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 whoa. A part of that communication is understanding how to interact with different types of personalities and different types of people, because you want to mirror and match who it is you're talking to. And no, it's not being fake, it's just being able to communicate with someone on their same level so that you can relate with them better. Another thing with communication is active listening. One of the main things I say to people when they're talking to another person is that you want to listen to hear, not listen to reply, which goes back to the whole scripted issue. When people learn scripts and they don't properly practice or role play, when they're talking to the person, they only think about what is the next line, so that when they're talking to somebody and they get an answer that they could actually like play into and learn more about the person, they just move to the next line. So make sure you listen to hear. Now on the other side of this, you should be asking a lot of questions because you want to learn about the person. So it's not like ask a question, you get the answer, and the next question, the next answer, next question. It's not like that. It's like ask a question and then whatever their answer is, go deeper into that answer. And then whatever that answer is, go a little bit deeper. And then if you need to go back to the original set of questions, then do that. But make sure you're not just going like boom, 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 boom. It feels like they're in like a doctor's consultation. Nobody likes going to the doctors and filling out forms or just ask you all these boring questions. Like they want to actually talk about themselves. So let them talk. A great book about communication is How to Win Friends and Influence People. And one of the main things the book says is people like to talk about themselves. So when it comes to building rapport with people, what you need to do in sales is let them talk. Learn as much as you can about the person. The more they talk about themselves, the more likely they're actually gonna bond with you. Now, as you're building your sales skills, you wanna learn the basics first, but then you're gonna start leaning into things like objection handling. As you start learning the objections that you get and how to handle them, you then want to learn how to tie in the handler into your initial conversation. Your aim to be a good salesperson is to cover whatever that potential objection could be in the conversation beforehand, so that actual objection doesn't come up afterwards. But your aim should be to bring something up and handle it before they have the opportunity to do so. The second thing I want to talk about when it comes to improving your sales skills is reflecting on yourself. Now, the main thing is looking at your product and your service and asking yourself, would I buy this? Now, I know there's a lot of realtors who follow my channel, so for example, example, if you are a real estate expert and you look at the way that you handle your clients, the way that you deal with transactions, the way you present yourself online, would you want to use you as a real estate agent? When I coach agents on social media and I start at the very beginning, I say, let's do an audit of your pages. Let's look at your pages and see, do you even have a customer journey? And would you actually follow you? And I can tell you now, so many realtors look at their page from a bird's eye view and they're like, no, I probably wouldn't follow myself. So why do you expect other people to? If you are selling a product that you do not use, there's gonna be a disconnect when it comes to selling it. For example, for me, I created the sticky ring. It is a suction cup ring light. I saw a gap in the market. I could not find anything that was a ring light, had a phone holder, had a suction cup, and was rechargeable. I couldn't find it, so I created it, but I have absolutely no issues talking about it, selling it, speaking about it to people, promoting it on my social media, because I created it to actually use it myself, and then other people wanted it. So to me, it doesn't even feel like selling if I'm promoting it, because the fact that I believe in the product. It is a game changer when it comes to creating content that is convenient. It is lighting made simple. So you have to believe in the product or the service that you are selling. Another thing that you can do when reflecting on yourself is also looking at the things that you've bought. Now, when it comes to everything, I mean everything that you've bought in your life. Now, did you buy it because someone recommended it? Did you buy it because the person who was selling it to you was really good? Was it because you saw it online? Was it because of a video that you thought, wow, that's amazing, I need that? Looking at yourself and also what helps you be triggered to buy something can also help with how you're able to improve your sales skills for you to sell something. For me personally, when I see cool things on TikTok, I am an impulse buyer and I will buy it right away. But when I reflected on myself, when it came to selling my sticky ring, I realized that I needed to put myself in the buyer's shoes, and I made videos and put it on TikTok, and then people buy it through TikTok. So when you're looking at your product and your service, think about what would be the triggers that would cause people to buy. So think about you, if you're a homeowner, before you were a real estate agent, what made you hire the realtor that you used to buy your house? What made you hire the house cleaner? Thinking about that will allow you to see the different ways that you can sell, but also what caused you and what triggered you to be like, yes, I'm buying that thing, or I'm hiring that person. The third thing is solving a problem. Now, people buy on emotion and they justify with logic. That's why you hear people say buyer's remorse, is because people tend to buy more impulsively when the person who sold them dug into their emotions, then they bought it, and then later on they're trying to justify it with logic and they can't do it. So when it comes to solving a problem, when you're gathering data, you need to figure out what that problem is. Find out what those pain points are. You want to learn who this person is and how you can help them, because your aim in sales is not just to close the deal. You need to actually be able to deliver on what you're saying you are able to deliver on. That's why I'm saying you are a problem solver. So you need to figure out what the problem is. You need to dissect it as much as you can. And then you're gonna say, this is what I offer, this is the gap, and I am the solution to your problem. And the more that you understand who your ideal client is, who your target audience is, the more that you learn about them and what they're struggling with and the thoughts that they are thinking, the questions that they are asking themselves, then you can look into the product or the service that you have that you sell, and you're gonna be able to sell it so much easier because you already know who they are. You already know how you can help them, but your aim is then to tailor it around that specific person. Now remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that's where a lot of things come into being genuine and authentic and not being the sleazy salesman. You want to actually be authentic and genuine in yourself, that you can help people. The problem that people have with sales is usually because they don't believe in their product, or the fact that it's not aligned. And it's usually not aligned because they don't believe in their product or service. So for the realtors who follow my channel, if you are showing up at an appointment, you feel like you are nervous and you feel like you're stumbling up on your words and you can't get things across confidently. It's because you don't believe in what you're selling. And what you're selling is you and your process and your journey of being able to help that person sell their house. So the more that you are competent in what you offer, you have a strong offer, you're a baller agent who can get their home sold, you're gonna market it in so many different ways, you're gonna host open houses, you're gonna do all these amazing things for their house. When you walk into that appointment and you have confidence in what you're saying, it's not even gonna feel like a sale, because you know that you can solve their problem and you're the best person there who can do it for them. But that's where it needs to be aligned. And so you need to believe in what it is you're selling so that you can get that across to the other person and they can understand that you actually care. All right, that's all I have for today. I hope that's given you some things to think about when it comes to improving your sales skills. If you enjoy these kind of videos for the more self-development side, sales, communication, all that good stuff, let me know, because I can do more videos like this. Please like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill, and I will see you in the next one.